Thank you for coming back with us on BPTV. With every passing season, the involvement of women at all levels of baseball grows. And one passionate Yankees fan has written a book designed to empower young girls who want to pursue their dreams on the diamond. It's titled Yes, Pepper, and author Jason Klein has already discussed the book with high-profile outlets such as MLB Network. When he recently spoke with us about the project, he told us he didn't have to look far for inspiration.
Nancy, thanks for having me today. I've been working on this book for about 4 years now, and it all started with my two daughters. Ava is 11 and Jade is 8. And a few years back, Ava had expressed some interest in playing baseball. And before we signed her up, she did come to me and she asked me, Dad, is baseball a sport that girls can play too? And it's super important to my wife and I that both our girls are growing up knowing and believing that they can do anything they want to do and anything that makes them happy. So when she had these initial concerns, I knew I had to do something to boost her confidence. So Nancy, I did what any responsible parent in that spot would do. I went right on Twitter and I ended up tweeting, looking for support. I wanted to show her how many people agreed with me that girls can play baseball. And I was really hoping for a handful of people to respond so I could show her and get her excited. And the tweet ended up going viral. I ended up hearing from over 100,000 people. It started with Jessica Mendoza and Monet Davis, two huge names in women's baseball. Major League Baseball, USA Women's Baseball, and Little League International all checked in with me too. And the Washington Post wrote a feature piece on us, which was fantastic. But the thing that really impacted me and motivated me was I heard from thousands of parents across the country who not only wanted to share their stories about their own daughters with me, but they wanted to lend support for my daughter. And that had a big impact and was ultimately a major reason why I decided to write this book.
How did the story you used become the one you needed to express the journey?
This is really a book that anybody who's ever felt like they don't belong somewhere can really benefit from. It teaches lessons of decency and respect and being respectful of people who are different than you are. The main character, Abby, is a little bit different. She doesn't really fit in among her peers. She's a big baseball fan. She wants to play, but the boys in her grade tell her that she can't play with them because she's a girl. So she has these initial insecurities that she's dealing with. And the book kind of follows her as she deals with those, ultimately gains the confidence she needs to go and play and accepts what makes her different. And the ending, like I said, is really inspirational for anybody who's ever felt like they don't belong somewhere.
Of all the people that have reached out to you along the way and since the book's release, what is the most poignant feedback you've received?
I don't know if I can pinpoint one person specifically, but in general, it's been such a positive experience that since I introduced this book to the world, people have been telling me what a great idea, what a great concept, how many people can benefit from something like this. Because today, women are making such a huge advance in baseball and really in all walks of life. And, both on the field and off the field in baseball. This past season, we saw somebody like Kelsey Whitmore, who played in the Atlantic League for Staten Island. She just finished playing with USA Women's Baseball this past week. They played up in Canada. And, a bunch of really great role models on that team for young girls. Off the field, you have people like Rachel Balkovec here in the Yankees organization, who's down in Tampa managing. You've got Elizabeth Ben with the New York Mets up in their front office. Susan Waldman was just inducted into the Radio Hall of Fame for her work with the Yankees. And Nancy, somebody like yourself and Meredith at Yes, you guys are major role models for young girls as well, who might have an opportunity to someday work in baseball broadcasting. So I would say the overall positivity has been great. And I'm hoping that my book can somehow impact and motivate these young girls too.
Well, I can absolutely say it's a great read. It's a beautiful story. Tell people where and how they can get the book.
Sure. So you can purchase the book now. It's for pre-order on my website. It's byjasonklein.com. You can also follow me for updates on Twitter at byjasonklein. And you can follow the book at Yes Pepper Book.
Thank you, Jason. Time for another break on BPTV. Stay with us when we come back. We will highlight some things to keep in mind when the Yankees and Cardinals get started a little after 2 o'clock as the Yankees look to stop the Cards from pulling up the sweep.